The Brooklyn Nets need defense and size. When you're in a conference with Giannis and Joel Embiid, you can't have Kevin Durant as the guy on the floor the last 6 minutes of a game making the stops. He's got to get buckets. Okay. The Lakers were second in the NBA in open threes, thanks to LeBron. They have no shooters. Mm-hmm. Kyrie acknowledged, it was my bad in Cleveland. I wasn't mature enough. Mm-hmm. Kyrie to LeBron. Don't worry about Westbrook. Irrelevant. Nobody wants him. Let the contract bleed out. AD to KD. He needs a more chill personality, defense, a big. What he doesn't need is another shooter who doesn't really want to defend and wants the ball with a minute left. No. That AD's never wanted that pressure. AD defends. He's got size. You need it in the East. Remember, the East, you need bigs. You don't out West. I mean, the Suns are getting rid of DeAndre Ayton. The Warriors' big is Kayvon Looney. Most teams in the West, Jokic.
Right, Rudy Gobert could be on the move. It's just Jokic. Jokic is the only one you got to deal with.
I mean, Dallas now, their big is Christian Wood, who's a 6'9", rail-thin forward. Yeah. So I'll throw that at you, is that it kind of makes some sense, right? Take Westbrook out. Nobody wants him eventually.
Okay, so here's the so Brew actually said that to me off the air today. That the only way the Lakers, Chris Broussard said it off the air, like, because we were in commercial break when that Shams athletic story broke, and we were about to go on the air, and I was like, Shams is connecting the Lakers to it, and Brew just said offhanded. He was like, are they trading Anthony Davis? Because that's the only way they're getting him. And my response to you is, for that trade to happen, if I'm the Lakers, I need more. I don't know what the more is. I don't know that I want Patty Mills because he's so old. I don't know what the more is. I don't know if you have to work in another team, but I don't think I know you're down on AD, and obviously he's got injury issues and maybe some motivational issues.
And he's a declining player.
Yeah, but he's still more valuable than Kyrie Irving. He is still more valuable than Kyrie Irving, who has the same injury issues, far greater reliability issues, and he is not the two-way guy that Anthony Davis has proven to be. So that is a fascinating one, because can you win a title with LeBron and AD? Yes, we saw it, but you need the rest of the team to be really well formed. Can you win a title with LeBron and Kyrie? Not only did we see it, the rest of the team wasn't all that well formed, and you beat a damn juggernaut to win that title. That one is fascinating, but I would need more if I'm the Lakers. I can't trade AD straight up for Kyrie Irving, but it is a fascinating thing.
Remember this.
I'm trying to think. Oh, hold on. Let me ask you this. Wait. Let me ask you this. You said forget Westbrook. Now you want to get true wacky town, okay? I give you AD and Russ, and you give me Kyrie and Ben.
Take it in a second.
That I would do, because it's like now you are as flawed as Ben is. He's far more valuable than Russ, no question about it. And if you're the Nets, that's the cost. The taxes, and by the way, you've never seen Ben Simmons play, and the Russ contract is expiring. That, if I'm the Lakers, that one I do. Oh, that's an interesting one.
How about this?
That one, and I think the contracts work. Oh, that would be one of the biggest NBA trades ever.
Okay, so I said this in the preamble to you. LeBron has a history. He even bailed on D. Wade once he was physically vulnerable. Kyrie is not declining. Had his best three-point shooting year ever. AD is. Look it up. Peaked 3 to 4 years ago. His field goal percentage, his points. He had a terrible shooting year. LeBron
he shot 18% from three. I don't know how it wasn't a bigger story. 18%, which is impossibly bad. It was in the discussion for the worst three-point shooting year by any player ever. But go ahead.
So Kyrie's not a declining player. LeBron plays 2 more games. He wins the NBA scoring title. He's declining in availability. He is not declining in the ability to get baskets. LeBron knows. LeBron gets the most out of everybody. Kyrie acknowledged, we broke up. My bad. I was immature. So LeBron has bailed on his best friend, D. Wade. Remember D. Wade at the end? He would struggle. He needed like 4 days rest for his right knee. Yep. Chris Bosh, great player, great guy, good friend, had health issues. LeBron will bail on a friend if he feels they're declining. Kyrie's not available, but he's not declining. He is still the best small finisher in the sport.
It is fascinating one, Colin. I've been talking since December. At first, it was a little tongue-in-cheek, a little serious. When the Nets weren't playing Kyrie at all, when it looked like they were going to get 0 games out of him, and we knew he had this contract coming up, and the Russ thing clearly wasn't working, I said in December, Russ for Kyrie. I was like, you guys, people can say that sounds ridiculous, but if you're going to get 0 games out of him and then he's going to walk, he's worth 0. At least see if Russ reunited with Kevin Durant. This was when they still had Harden, keep in mind. You know what I mean? The Nets had Harden and KD. I was like, it might be worth a try if you're Brooklyn. And then it just seems to be more and more slow momentum towards a Kyrie and LeBron reunion. It does seem like that, because now I do understand here is where the Nets have to be careful, because this is not a situation like Ben Simmons asking out with 4 years left on his deal. This is not an Anthony Davis asking out even with 1 year left on his deal. This is a player who can be a free agent in Kyrie Irving right now. So if the Nets are like, we're not going to help you out and send you to the Lakers, he can opt out, be a free agent, and sign anywhere he wants. And I know people are like, oh, only the bad teams have cap space. Man, the Lakers can't clear up the cap space without trading Russ. But other teams can clear up cap space. The Clippers could find a way to get Kyrie Irving quickly. Yeah. The Knicks could easily clear up the cap space to sign him outright. And if you're the Nets, if Kyrie goes to you and says, I want you to find a way to trade me to team X, and if you don't, I am opting out and I'm not asking for a trade anywhere. I am signing with the Knicks. Can you deal with that if you're the Nets, of losing Kyrie Irving to the fucking Knicks across the bridge for nothing? I don't think you can. So I don't think the Nets have leverage the way most people think they do. The Blazers have leverage. Like, I don't know if they would use it if Dame were to, because Dame's been such a good citizen and such a great teammate. But he's under contract, right? The Lakers have leverage with Anthony Davis. He's under contract. The Nets have no leverage with Kyrie because he's not under contract if he opts out. And that's immediate.
It's interesting.
I like it. Yeah, I like it a lot. That's a good one, Colin.